With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This is taken near the 13.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity. To go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Check, 45's the mic. It's going to be...
On first down, Peyton.
Kill. Turn it up.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
18, 61, match box, lights.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. Oh, what a move. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
On 2nd down, Peyton. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd down, Peyton.
Watch the twist.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Kill.
Alert.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Tight dog.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Out. He's crashing.
Blue.
Check. Lucky. Jam him. Jam. Deuce.
They run the counter. Peyton powers through him. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
That's right, baby.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Get in the weight room.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
This one taken from the 7.
Let's go, baby.
Take over 1st and 10 at the Bears' 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Corey Dillon, the 4-time Pro Bowler. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Hey, set. Green 80. Hey, goal 66.
Watch the run. Watch the move. 58's the money. 58's the money.
Hey.
Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58.
Alpha.
From the 29, Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Wait, set.
58's Mike. Let's get the ball.
On 1st down, Brady. They go screen with Dillon. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your block.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long.
3rd and long.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. 65.
Hey, Alpha.
58, boys. 58.
Alert.
Watch the run. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Charles Tillman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Right there. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Watch it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
18. Ran, talk. 43. Hey, exit.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He's going to loft one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! Devin Hester, 76 yards, as the Bears push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Brady to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
54, right there. 54, Mike. All day, punt.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike, 54. Hey, go 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
72. 53,
They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
ball. 6-6.
On first down, Peyton. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. Peyton. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS.
Keystone travel.
Now a give, right side. Peyton. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Walter Payton, as the first half is winding down, as the Bears push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 32. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. Here we go. Sugar. 380. Hey.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Roquan Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
58's the
Hey, zoom.
58's the Mike.
When he hits.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to loft one, deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Alert! Hey, Delta. Hey, check it.
Brady now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hey, Haywood.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Let's mouth folks cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Going 58's the Mike.
Hey, orbit.
58, boys, 58.
On first and 10, here's Brady. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 26 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Bears take over.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jamie Collins charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Check 3.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now Trubisky to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, well, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. I don't know why you go for it.
I think that's as good an explanation as any, and we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others. That call to me, the fantasy people loved it, right? Anybody's going to touch the ball, gain yards, maybe put more points on the board. They're happy that
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rob Gronkowski, 30 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give right side. Peyton. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down now. Peyton. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Here's Trubisky. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, Peyton. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Brady now on 1st down. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be out right at the 35. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England 1st down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic. Time to go, night, night. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 50.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On 1st down, Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, D.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey, go 66.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, 66.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Again, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, and caught by Thomas for a New England touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are back within a single score. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. 70 seconds remain. This will be an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On third down, Peyton. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now Brady. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. Bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Wait, set. Alabama, 380, 72.
Mike, 54. Come on.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack by Julius Peppers. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up third and long. Back to throw. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.